Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something interesting for you. Imagine being able to earn 100% APY in Ethereum rewards, or being able to earn 19% in 3 months on your Ethereum. We're talking about being able to earn Ethereum on top of Ethereum. This is going to be incredible, and I can't wait to talk to you about this in today's video. So first of all, let me just say this. We're in current bear market conditions. So for me, when I'm in a bear market condition, I've been in a bear market environment, I've been thinking about doing an entire video on this, but I'll just tell you here. Normally what I do is I'm very careful with more of my high-risk degen type plays, and I like to focus on my apex assets that I'm willing to hold no matter what, assets that I'm continuing to buy right now. I'm continuing to buy Bitcoin right now. We've got crazy lows right now. Bitcoin's at 35,000. Please, yes, and thank you. And if it goes down to 20,000, guess what? Please, yes, and thank you. I'm going to be buying more. Ethereum, $2,600. Yes, please, give me some more Ethereum at $2,000. I mean, if it goes to $2,000, I'm a buyer. Like that's, and I'm using a portion of my total investing portfolio. It literally doesn't matter. I mean, I don't want to tell you that it doesn't matter because it's not a lot of money. It's added up to be quite a substantial amount between my HODL wallets and everything included. But I'm okay. Like I'm somewhat detached from my crypto gains. I always have been, and I'm thankful for that. I've never quote unquote needed to live off of it or anything like that. So it helps me stay detached from those numbers. Of course, I like to see the numbers going up, but if the numbers are going down, I'm more focused on what am I buying right now. Well, there's a project, there's a window of time. We literally only have, just the final hours right now where we can earn 100% Ethereum on our Ethereum, 100% APY. So it's 19% every 3 months on our Ethereum. This is incredible. And when I first heard about this project, my very first question, I said, what's the risk of the project? How does this work? And where is this APY coming from? You've got to let me understand this. I got some documentation on this, and I'm going to show it to you here in a moment in this video. But what are we talking about? We are talking about this project right here, EMP Money. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at what they've got here. Now, if you don't know what EMP Money is, let me just say this. It's an algorithmic stablecoin. I'll go there. It's an algorithmic stablecoin. I knew about this project at launch. In fact, I was invited early on if I wanted to be the group of 6 or 7 or whatever it was. That's a whole bunch of influencers and higher net worth crypto individuals who are basically standing behind this project to help support the project. Ethical whales, if you will. And I said, no, I don't really want to do it. And the reason I didn't want to do it is because I understand how algorithmic stablecoins work historically, similar to like Tomb Finance. This is a Tomb fork, by the way, those of you that are familiar with Tomb Finance. Tomb Finance has been running for quite a while. The main reason Tomb has worked is because there is a billionaire behind Tomb that's been helping prop up the project. And these projects need to have people that are willing to make good long-term decisions at the expense of the short term. And my concern was, a single individual can do that, but if you're trying to get a council of 5, 6, 7, 8 people who are willing to do that, it only takes one bad actor to potentially ruin this project. And they did. I'm not going to say any names, but there's a crypto influencer who, quite honestly, is a pathetic human being. I saw some of the private chat, what he said, I mean, his attempts at extortion. It was ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was appalling. And it could have been some juicy drama if someone would have made that public, and nobody did. And he is lucky for that. But I was always fearful of that. And I thought, I don't want to be a part of a project that I got to count on 6 other people not to get greedy at some point. And I honestly thought this project may die. And I thought it was going to die when that happened. But it didn't. It has survived. And they've continued to do well. And they've thrived for so long. It's really unbelievable. Let me just say this before I show you how you can earn 100% APY on your Ethereum. Let me just say this. This right here, this academy, I signed up for this academy. I started going through it. I got so caught up in it, I had to stop so I could go ahead and make this video. If you've ever wondered how algorithmic stablecoins work and how to play them for potential long-term gains, then I recommend you log into this academy. Shout out to Crypto Mike and a couple others that are in the academy that put that together. Crypto Mike, so he's a YouTuber as well. But they did a great job on this academy. I mean, I have never seen better training on what an algorithmic stablecoin is and how to play it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I always talk about the good and the bad. So I've already shared with you some of the concerns that I had early on. I haven't said this. I've put the notice on YouTube, but this is sponsored content. the developer or the main leader of this project reached out to me, someone I've known for quite a while in the space. Good guy. This is his first really big project, or at least a project of this side. He's done other things in crypto. I wanted to support the project, but from the beginning I said, listen, I don't know that I trust this council of 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know that I want to be a part of that, because if this thing grows, there's going to be a lot of potential profit. And, you know, we're on good terms. He's like, look, I totally get it. I totally understand it. But he reached out to me today and he said, hey, do you want to talk about this for us? Ethereum staking. And I said, and then the first thing I said is, what are the risks? So I'm going to cover the risk of what the whole project and the staking Ethereum. But let's take a look at this. Let me just show you what we're doing. And I've already came in over here. So I've got roughly $1,500 here staked in Ethereum. And essentially it stays locked up. I will get it back. By the way, this is Ethereum on the Binance Smart Chain. So you have to have BNB. If you don't know, if you have Ethereum and you don't know how to get BNB, I have a whole video that walks you through how to get BNB on the Binance Smart Chain if you don't have that set up on your wallet. I'll link the video above just to show you how to do that. What you do is you take your Ethereum and you stake it on the platform. Once you stake it, it shows you what you're going to earn. I'm going to get 0.1092 Ethereum here in 90 days, roughly 19% fixed on my Ethereum principal. So in 90 days, this will unlock. I'll have 5 days to claim it. And when I claim it, I'm going to get 0.575 plus 0.1092, which, as you can see, at today's valuation is about $1,800. I will be able to claim that in about 90 days. If I don't claim it, it will roll, and it will basically start all over again. And there's going to be a total of, I think, 4 cycles of this in all. And they're only going to do this for a max of 2,000 Ethereum. This isn't something that's going to go on forever. They're just running it for now for 4 cycles. So the question you have to be asking yourself is, where are they getting the $268 from? Why are they doing this? And what are the risks of this project? So let's cover that. We're going to go through this short EMP.money document here on staking, just so you can understand it. So EMP staking, what is it? EMP staking on EMP.money is a staking contract developed to create a new avenue of income and offer another option for ETH enthusiasts while simultaneously bolstering EMP. The contract will allow deposits in ETH and earn exponentially better than ETH staking on mainnet. So how is this achieved? This is important. Where is this coming from? The deposited ETH is used to pair with Treasury-owned EMP. So the Treasury of the project already owns the EMP token. They take this ETH and they pair it with the EMP, and then they put it into their own farm. Let's take a look at that. Over here, come to farms. They have ETH EMP. So when we stake our ETH, they take our ETH. They essentially borrow our ETH. They pair it with their EMP, and when they do that, they earn the eShare token. And as you can see right now, they're earning it at about 209% APR. So think that through. They're earning at a higher rate than what we are currently getting the return for on Ethereum. But we're not having to subject ourselves to any impermanent loss and that sort of thing. So if you're wondering where it can come from, it comes from farming the eShares. And the reason they want to do this is because it allows them to farm at a discount, because they don't have, normally, if you or me were to come in here, we would have to take, say, $100 worth of Ethereum, we'd have to buy $100 worth of EMP, and we'd have to put it in here. They don't have to use their $100 of Ethereum, they're using our Ethereum. So they're literally earning better than 200%. They're farming this at half price. And even if they were farming it at full price in some way, this is higher than the APR they're paying out. How is value generated? The value is generated by using the protocol shares that are farmed and other streams of passive income generated by EMP Treasury to pay back ETH investors. We just showed that. But won't that be detrimental to the ecosystem? No. By having, this is important, by having the ETH paired with the Treasury EMP is also extremely powerful because we're able to control a larger portion of the rewards emission and gradually raise our TVL, EMP price, and eShare price while making our ecosystem even more sustainable, a true win-win. This is the part that got me, and I was like, okay, I can talk about this. This is interesting. This is the stuff, you know, I like projects that they do things that are so unique that I think some mechanisms or some component of what they're doing is going to be used in decentralized finance in other areas. This is one of those things. But what they're doing is they're taking part of that APR they're earning, and they're using that to continue to help support the EMP price, help lock up the TVL inside the contract, because they're not planning to dump this. So they're adding more TVL to the overall contract. And of course, it helps support the eShare price as well, because again, they're not going to be dumping eShares. So this is a true win-win for their ecosystem. So the good stuff, here's the numbers. Deposit and lock up your ETH for a 19% return in 3 months, fixed. That's approximately 76% APR or 100% APY if you compound every 3 months. After the locking period of 3 months is over, you're able to withdraw the deposited ETH plus 19%. That's what you see right here. Deposited ETH plus 19%. After the locking period of 3 months is over, you're able to withdraw. We already covered that. Okay, so this is talking about the 5-day unlock period. You have 5 days to unlock, or it automatically gets reinvested if you want to let it reinvest. So this is very interesting. This is very, very unique, and it's really a way somewhat safely play the EMP algo game. And if you're still like, I don't understand what EMP is, what is an algorithmic stablecoin? I can't say this enough. I was going to go through and break down and explain what this is. It's not necessary. You need to come watch this free academy. It's basically a bunch of 3-minute, 4-minute, 5-minute videos. It will probably take you, I don't know, maybe an hour at tops. You're going to understand. It's the best explanations I've ever seen of every single component. You're going to understand the recommended way to play this so you're able to earn a passive income benefiting from the ETH price appreciation over time. That's another thing. If Ethereum, right now we're in a bull market. We're in a bear market. And Ethereum price may drop even lower. But this is when smart investors are buying now. Smart investors are buying crypto assets now. So yes, I'm in US dollars, I put in 1,500, and yes, I'm going to get back 200 and something, but there's a good possibility Ethereum prices may be going up over the next 90 days because they've been beat up so bad right now. And guess what? If in 90 days from now, the Ethereum price is beat up even more and it drops even further, you know what I'm going to do? Probably just roll it over most likely. Because if I do that, then I'm going to earn more Ethereum, 15% additional Ethereum. This is a way for me to almost sort of consistently earn Ethereum at a depressed market valuation based on when I put in my first deposit, which was just today. So here I am thinking, let's go. Because if Ethereum price, understands, if I earn 19% more Ethereum in the next 6 months, that means that Ethereum could drop roughly 38% from where it's at right now. And I'm still going to be even on US dollar value. And if it goes up, if Ethereum goes up, then I'm going to earn exponentially more than 40% on my US dollars that I originally deposited. Here's the challenge though. This staking contract is going to close soon. It's going to close here in about 4 hours. So if you want to get in on this, you need to get in on this. However, this is not financial advice. This is sponsored content. My question for the dev or the leader or whatever, I said, let me know what the risk is. What is the risk and where maybe you couldn't pay out the 76% or whatever? He said, and this is exactly what he said. He said, well, eShare price would have to drop significantly. Oh, I'm sorry, not eShare price, PEG. PEG would have to drop significantly. And we may need to lose as much as 50% off PEG, which is most likely not going to happen. But I'm not saying it couldn't happen. There's always risk in crypto. You got to know that there's smart contract risk. There's always risk in crypto. But he said we would have to lose PEG by almost 50%. Now, as an individual investor, you need to understand developers are obviously biased. So he doesn't think it can happen. Maybe it can't happen. But as an investor, you have to ask yourself, is it worth the risk to hop in here? Notice I didn't come in here with like $10,000 or $5,000. I dropped a $1,500, a token investment in here because it's like, hey, if I make 19% on it in the next 90 days, let's go. Let's freaking go. Plus, at the same time, I'm going through this free academy to see how they are setting this up. I may bring some more funds in here. I may follow their strategy just to give me another passive income stream. I've been reading in this community. I've not been active in the community at all. But this community is one of the more positive, constructive, education type communities. They take this approach. Hey, we all want to win. How can we do this so that we can all win? And I love that mentality. In my mind, it's a bit idealistic. In my mind, something like that can't work long term. But what a great experience for newbies to be a part of a community like that, where they're being supportive and it's all education focused. Here's the plays we need to do. Here's how we need to take profits in a way that can be ethical. I absolutely love the concept. I love what they're trying to do. And I think it's very interesting from that standpoint. Now, what we have to be careful for is the EMP peg. We have to make sure that peg doesn't drop too terribly low. Right now, as long as you see it at 1.0000, basically we're on peg. So right now we're well off of peg, 1.045, which is excellent. That's what you want to see. That's a good number to see. So this thing is printing money as long as we're above peg. If you have any more questions, come here to the free academy. Check it out. Thank you so much to the team for reaching out to me, and I'm glad to finally be supporting a project that I feel like there are people who want to do good things behind the project. That doesn't guarantee success, but in crypto, when there's so many things and so many people that always are just looking out for number one only, it's kind of nice to see that there's a team that wants to create an experimental project that, of course, is very, very high risk. Don't underestimate that. But it's an experimental project that's high risk, and it's like, you know what? What if there was a way that we could all win? Can we create that? And they're actually working on doing that. So I started out by jumping into the staking contract on Ethereum staking. There's only 4 hours left. And by the way, you're on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is one of the things where, like, even if you have $100 worth of Ethereum, it's feasible. Like, you don't have to worry about crazy gas fees and that sort of thing. But your Ethereum on the Binance Smart Chain is pegged to the Ethereum value on the Ethereum chain. So just keep that in mind, just in case you're brand new, you don't know how that works. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. This was sponsored content, but as always, I do my best to be objective. I will always tell you if my content is sponsored, and I will do my best to always share with you the good and the bad. Someone in my personal Telegram said today, they said, you always focus on the negative, and it's like you don't want to get your hopes up. Quite the contrary. When I go into a project, I am insanely bullish. Like, I am so bullish on crypto overall and the potential in this space. And I have personally made such ridiculous gains that it's unreal to think what could be possible in the future as this technology continues to gain an adoption. However, I always try to be honest with myself and honest with my viewers. If I can accept the negative, if I can accept the risk, if I can accept the worst possible risk, then I'm ready to invest. 19% APR over 90 days. Where else can you earn that in Ethereum? Many of you know that I like projects like Luxury where you earn Ethereum, but they're not paying out 76% APR or 100% APY in Ethereum rewards. But EMP Money is, ladies and gentlemen. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth, and I'm out.